Hey guys, Karina here, your lucid living coach. I just wanted to come on and do a video about tomorrow's Venus Starpoint changing, and I will explain what that means. Very different than what Venus is in right now, but it's actually pairing for tomorrow. A lot is happening in the area of Capricorn and cardinal signs right now. So listen up. You're not going to want to miss this, especially if you're a Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, or Libra. And it's going to be affecting all zodiac signs, but specifically the cardinal signs the most right now. So I am Karina, if you're new to my channel. I am a healing arts astrologer, and I'm here to give you the information about the Venus Starpoint entering into Capricorn as an evening star. So that's what's happening this week. There is a huge conjunction. This week is monumental. This is a huge turning point. This is a pivot. This is the beginning of this crazy year that we're going to have. It is a fire horse year starting in February for the Chinese New Year. And we have Neptune moving back into Aries for good. And that will be on the 22nd of this month. And then we'll have Saturn moving into Aries in, I believe, February. Yep, and that will be the new cycle on the 14th of February on Valentine's Day. And speaking of Valentine's Day, I'm hosting a paint and sip at Revival because February 14th happens to land on a Saturn day. How cool is that? Saturn is ruled by Saturday, and Saturn is moving into Aries, which is a brand new cycle. It's going to be amazing. Sign up, bring your boo, sign your boo up, because I'm going to have, for the ladies, a special little treat. But for everyone that attends, they will have chocolate covered strawberries. I have this fondue thing and it is amazing. So good. And champagne. And we're going to be painting something really festive for that love energy. So, yeah, Saturn is moving into Aries after its 2.5-year cycle. And it was in Aries last year for a little bit. And we felt that momentum. We felt that forward movement. And then the brakes got put on. And we started reversing. And we're like, wait a minute. I'm moving a bit fast here. I need to go check and make sure that I made the right decision of bringing this with me or of leaving that behind. And we did our job, that's for sure. Now we kind of know, we have an idea of what is coming forward into the new world. I have a blog that I wrote in like 2017 about the new world and how to survive in it. And maybe I will relive that in a video. But let's get back to this. So we were in an Aries morning star cycle since March of last year till tomorrow, when it will switch in to Capricorn evening star point. And then at the end of this year, in October, it will change back into a Scorpio morning star point. What is the star point? What is it? It is Venus rotates, that we have noticed from Earth. It rotates in a 5-pointed star, hence the star point. And everyone has a star point in their natal birth chart. I am a Cancer Venus with a Gemini star point. So this star point is a pentagram cycle, and Venus orbits the sun in a cycle that creates a 5-pointed star, as seen from Earth, over roughly 8 years, with 5 key points of alignment between Venus and the sun. And this is what we call Hesperus, which means evening or evening star in Greek. And morning star is named Lucifer, which is Latin meaning for the light bringer. Yes, I know, really strange, right? That we saw Lucifer in the Bible. There's a lot of connections with astrology and astronomy in the Bible. So Venus's role is to act as an evening star now. And it's beautiful after sunset. So we'll see it at night. That's why we call it an evening star. And the morning star is more like the warrior-like, right? Because it shines and you can see her during the day. Two totally different energies. So if you would like to know your Venus star point, you can message me, DM me, hit me up, order a reading, and I will get you that. This one will be a transit reading. So if you want everything about your Venus star point and then some dates from the past to try to figure out and predict where this might be affecting you, just let me know. So January 6th, which is tomorrow at 8:36 a.m., the sun and Venus will conjunct at 16 degrees of Capricorn. This is Cazimi. This is what it's called, a Cazimi. And this is in the decan of Venus as well. And Venus is being transformed by the sun because she is conjunct the sun and she's passing the sun, and we won't be able to see her. We don't see her now, but she's going to end up popping out as an evening star, and she'll start growing, and you'll be able to see her at night. So Venus, in my opinion, is temporarily out of order when she's switching from being a Aries morning star to a Capricorn evening star. She is going into the underworld. She is burning up and she is transforming. She is changing. She's burning up all the shit from the past and this last past cycle. And I'll give you those dates, okay? She's temporarily out of order before she reappears as an evening star. Now, the evening star point has been in Aries since March 23rd of 2025. And the sun, this is when the sun will pass over Venus in what we call a superior conjunction, bringing themes of love, value, new beginning, amplified by Venus meeting Mars the next day for manifestation. Let me pull up the chart so you guys can see. Okay, so here it is tomorrow at 8:36. There's going to be, this is January 6th, so if you're listening to this January 6th, this is happening today, where Venus conjuncts with the sun, has her transformation, and then tomorrow, I'll show you real quick what that looks like, and you will see that Venus here is now at 17 degrees, the sun's at 17 degrees, and she passes up the sun. She goes right from one side of the sun to the other side. So she is in front of the sun now on the 7th. So let's go back to that chart for tomorrow. Okay, perfect. So here we are, 16 degrees, and we have Mars also. So we have the sun with Venus and Mars all in the same sky, lined up in Capricorn, and you have Mercury there, and everything is applying to Pluto. And Pluto's about to go to the 3rd degree of Aquarius. And this is big transformations ahead, changes, and with Venus, this is about new beginnings. And this is meeting of the Mars the next day for manifestation, all under the influence of Jupiter's opposition. See, he's retrograde. Jupiter's at 20 degrees of Cancer, opposing this huge stellium in Capricorn. And this is encouraging big desires and drives for new goals, especially in the cardinal signs. So you want to look at where these are in your chart. Where is Capricorn? Where is Cancer? Where is Aries and Libra in your chart? These are big resets, especially in Capricorn, because this is where the conjunction is. She's moving as an evening star into Capricorn, and the last Capricorn as an evening star dates were January of 2018, okay, to October of 2018. So think back, what were you working through in this area of your life, or any area? What were you doing? What was happening collectively? So I was looking into that. Collectively in 2018 was marked by significant geopolitical shifts, like the US leaving the Iran nuclear deal, rising of US-China trade tensions, the historic summits between US North Korean leaders. Major events included the Thai cave rescue, the global Me Too movement growth, the violent conflicts in Syria and Yemen, and major natural disasters like the Hawaii volcano and California fires, and the protests like the French Yellow Vest movement. But also significant ones was Democrats won back the House. Also, the humanitarian crises deepened. Venezuela and Yemen were sad stories in 2017. Things only got worse in both countries in 2018. And over the past 4 years, an estimated 2.3 million Venezuelans have fled the country. Millions more have stayed behind and face grinding economic hardship. And we're seeing some of this Venezuela stuff in the news right now. The cause of Venezuela's collapse has been the mismanagement of the economy, first by Hugo Chavez and then by Nicolas Maduro, which is in the news. Both men also attacked and dismantled Venezuela's democratic institution. Maduro won re-election in May of that year, and I guess apparently it was a rigged vote, and showed no signs of retreating from policies that have been brought Venezuela skyrocketing inflation, the water and electrical shortages, and growing rates of malnutrition. So the Yemen civil war entered its 4th year in 2018. So what are we seeing now? Is this a repeat of history? Is this a recommence? Like, how long has this been going on? Is this redoing? I don't know what's going on now, but I can only look at the history of the past. So Venus will now be seen after sunset, which occurs when Venus is ahead of the sun in the zodiacal order. This symbolizes attraction and relating values expressed outwardly and desire in the physical world. Now, Venus star is more of an internal also. It's a retreat. She goes inward. Okay, so she is more of a introvert. If you have an evening star, I'm a morning star, so I'm more extroverted and visible. Now, themes will be reset because of this transformation, plus Pluto, plus the conjunction with the sun, all these planets, because we have Venus, we have Mars that reset, and then we're going to have Mercury reset before she goes retrograde. She will be going retrograde at the end of February, around the 25th, and the sun will apply to Pluto I think on the 22nd, where the sun will be with Pluto and reset Pluto as Pluto moves into this 3rd degree, because Pluto moves very slowly. So there we go, folks. And then you could see right here, Neptune at 29 degrees. And during that time, January, at the end of January, January 26th is when Neptune is going to move back into Aries. And so you want to look at where Pisces is in your chart, because that's where right now you're going through an ending, a completion, like a new cycle in this area. And it's going to be go time. It's going to be action time in Aries parts of your chart and Pisces parts of your chart, because Neptune rules Pisces and Neptune will be in Aries. So there's going to be a lot of action in those cardinal signs then again. So huge changes. Don't ignore this time. If you're interested in getting an astrology reading from me, where I pull up your personal natal birth chart and I pull up a chart that looks like this, then you can order that at www.lucidlivingmovement.com. And yeah, the timing and cycle, this transition happens every 19 months, as far as like each morning star phase lasts roughly about 9 to 10 months, and then the evening star. So it goes morning star 9 to 10 months, evening star 9 to 10 months. And the sign of the inferior conjunction is crucial. It sets the tone for the entire Venus cycle that follows. So Venus becomes a morning star October 24th of this year, and it moves into Scorpio next. So we're in a evening cycle. And if you would like a little sneak peek into the future, August 12th of this year, there is a solar eclipse in Leo. And on August 12th of next year, 2027, on my birthday, then Venus Starpoint will switch into Leo. What the heck? That's going to be nuts. So much is happening in July for Aquarius and Leos. And for all of the year, for the 18-month cycle starting in July. But also Jupiter is moving into the sign of Leo, bringing a lot of abundance, but also for Leos have been having Jupiter running through their 12th house of the unconscious, hidden enemies, letting go of a lot. It looks like Jupiter moves into Leo July 1st. Okay, but she will go direct. Woo! Itchy in my throat. So let's go ahead and pull a card for this. Whoa, first one that pops out. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a lot about our value and our worth, like what we're making in the world. I share my wealth. So prosperity, fulfillment, sharing, stability. The 10 of Pentacles signals that you've cultivated financial and spiritual prosperity. You understand that you live in a plentiful universe, and what you desire can feasibly be yours. So you have manifested and generated tangible success. This card appears with an air of achievement for having outcome a number of challenge to get where you are now. You've created a solid structure for wealth to continue to show up in your life. And instead of having to worry about the future, you can lean back comfortably. Enjoy the stability this position permits. You are now able to share your riches with a sense of security. There's nothing quite as satisfying as letting others partake in a star-filled outlook that you have earned, woven into the intricate universe as if it were a precious fabric. And we are all connected. So helping others shine will allow you to sparkle even brighter. So treat your friend or family member and do something special together. Really use this Venus star point as a time of reset. So there's a lot of things that we're reflecting on that we would like to reflect, like the rising Leos are looking at their health, they're looking at their work, they're looking at their daily routines, and maybe they're small pets, maybe they're thinking about getting a pet. But there is a reset here, and we will be in this evening star energy of Capricorn until October. So I just wanted to put this out for you guys. If you'd like a reading, head over to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, or share if you found this helpful. I know not a lot of astrologers talk a lot about the Venus star point, and I thought that this would be helpful with some dates and kind of a little explanation of what it is. And if you would like to go to my next Paint and Sip, it is January 24th at Revival Coffee at 4 o'clock. Tickets are sold on Meetup and Eventbrite, but you could also Venmo me, and I will get you on the list. $45 right now. It will go up to $55, I think, on the 17th or the weekend before the 24th. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace out. Your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.